please remain standing. Welcome to the 5th Annual Misericordia University Winter Commencement. Please remain standing for the invocation, which will be offered by Sister Carol Ann Gallagher, a Sister of Mercy and member of the Board of Trustees. After the invocation, please continue to stand for the national anthem, which will be led by Misericordia University faculty and staff, accompanied by Assistant Professor of Fine Arts and pianist, Dr. Ryan Weber.
God of joy and hope, as we celebrate this Jubilee of Mercy, the Year of Mercy, we thank you for this graduation day, a day of the fulfillment of your heart's desire and of new beginnings. As you walk across this stage this afternoon, walk in gratitude for the gifts the years at Misericordia have given, gifts that have transcended and transformed your spirit. In gratitude, bless your families who have sacrificed and supported you to this special moment. In gratitude, remember your professors who have cared, crafted, and nurtured you. In gratitude, remember your friends who have loved you and shared life with you. We ask that you be blessed with courage to carve out a space where you might live in peace, compassion, and service. We ask that you be blessed with a global perspective so that you can generously and mercifully respond to the needs of all peoples with whom we share this ever-shrinking planet. Finally, we pray that you awaken your spirit to adventure and learn to find ease in risk. May all that is unlived in you blossom into a future laced and graced with love. This is truly a day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice in it and be glad. Amen.
Please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Thomas Boatsman, President of Misericordia University.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the families and friends and all of our campus community as we celebrate the graduation of the class of 2015. Graduates, please take a moment to remember and enjoy the support, love, and counsel you have received from family, friends, faculty, classmates, and the entire campus community during your years at Misericordia University. Your class has consistently displayed the charisms of mercy, service, justice, and hospitality. We are very proud of each one of you. I'm very pleased to introduce Christopher Borton, Chair of the Board of Trustees, to continue our celebration.
Dr. Boatsman, it is my pleasure to present to you Dr. Bernard W. Franklin so that you may bestow upon him the degree of Doctor of Humane Letter. Dr. Bernard W. Franklin, you have distinguished yourself as an effective administrator and compassionate leader in your role as Executive Vice President of Education and Community Engagement and Chief Inclusion Officer for the National Collegiate Athletic Association, the NCAA. A native of Montclair, New Jersey, you earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in religion from Simpson College, a Master of Education degree from Western Maryland College, now McDaniel College, and a Doctor of Education degree from Teachers College, Columbia University, where you specialized in higher education administration with an emphasis on student personnel administration. You were named an American Council on Education Fellow and later served as Chair of the Council of Fellows. You applied your leadership acumen during your career as president of Virginia Union University, as president of Livingstone College and Hood Theological Seminary, and as president of St. Augustine's College. Through these leadership experiences, you gained insights into the needs of small, personalized institutions, such as Misericordia University, and the students they serve. You used those insights to enhance the experience of student athletes across the country when you accepted the role with the NCAA in 2003. Progressing into your role today, you are currently responsible for working with NCAA President Dr. Mark A. Emmeret and the senior leadership team to develop policies and procedures that support effective leadership development and advancement the NCAA's core values and commitment to diversity, inclusion, and gender equality. You also oversee the Accelerated Academic Success Program, Infractions Appeals Committee, and research. Dr. Franklin, your work earned you recognition from your peers in 2009 when the National Association of Collegiate Directors of Athletics inducted you into the John McClellan Minority Athletics Administrators Hall of Fame. As one who values community service, you contributed time and talent during your career to American Humanics in order to develop the next generation of nonprofit leaders. The Indianapolis United Negro College Fund Advisory Council and the National Consortium for Academics in Sports.
Bernard W. Franklin, you are a proven leader who facilitates inclusion and cooperation among people and develops pathways to success for future generations. And so, by virtue of the authority vested in me and our chair, Christopher Borton, and the Board of Trustees of Misericordia University, I do hereby confer upon Bernard W. Franklin the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, honors, and privileges thereto appertaining.
Good afternoon. To President Boltzmann, faculty, staff, students, and particularly members of the class of 2015, and to their families. Let me begin by stating how honored I am to serve as the speaker for this commencement exercise. I want to thank President Boltzmann for extending the invitation to me to be a part of this academic celebratory occasion. And I also want to thank him publicly for providing stellar leadership, not just to this university, but also through his leadership of the American Council on Education Fellows Executive Board. Misericordia University should not only be proud of the exceptional leadership Tom provides in this city and state, but you should be equally proud of the extraordinary leadership he provides on a national level. As you have learned from my introduction, I spent 15 years as a university president. And during that time, I participated in more than 50 commencement exercises. Now, for many of these exercises, I was not the speaker. But as the speaker approached the podium, I often made a silent prayer. Please don't let him or her be long-winded. Now, for those of you who may have made a similar prayer as I approach the podium, I want to say this afternoon that your prayer will be answered. I know that members of the class of 2015 have worked hard to reach this significant milestone, and you eagerly await the opportunity to grasp that degree in your hand and head for the closest exit to celebrate. I assure you I will do my part to clear your path. In fact, in order to get some guidance on crafting a brief but meaningful commencement address, I did some research on the shortest commencement addresses ever delivered and discovered that Bob Hope, who was one of the greatest humorists that this country has ever produced, stood up at a commencement very similar to this one, looked across the crowd and said, "Graduates, it's a cruel world out there. Don't go." And he promptly sat down. Well, contrary to the admiration of Mr. Hope, you must go forward, because there is a world out there that desperately needs you. A world that needs your talents, your gifts, and particularly the gift of leadership that this university has given to you. As I was preparing the text for this address, I had the opportunity to learn more about your dynamic institution, both its history and mission. I learned that this institution was founded in 1924 by the Sisters of Mercy. The Sisters of Mercy, as you all well know, focused on mercy, service, justice, and hospitality. These foundational gifts that the Sisters of Mercy gave to others have shaped the learning environment at this institution for nearly 100 years. An institution where students do not learn about service just by reading about it, but they learn by doing it. Last year alone, students from this university provided 193,455 hours of community service. And since I work at the NCAA National Office, you know I have to say something about your exceptional athletic programs. Since joining the NCAA Division III ranks in 1992, this university has captured 43 conference championships and sent 22 teams to the NCAA National Championships. This is an outstanding accomplishment. It is an accomplishment not just because you win championships, but perhaps more importantly, you are champions who excel in the academic classroom. Speaking of athletics, I had the opportunity to speak telephonically with a number of senior student athletes, members of this graduating class. And I asked them to share with me 2 words to describe their experiences at this university. They responded with words like demanding, rewarding, challenging, defining, and memorable. But they also pointed out that this university is a place where you can also have fun. Now, these responses are clear indicators to me that Misericordia University is where students receive a transformative education, a place where you learn to succeed. It did not take me long to surmise that there is something very special about this university and its impact on students. It's not only a place where the gifts of mercy, service, justice, and hospitality are nurtured and cultivated. It's also a place where students learn the importance of becoming leaders who in turn share these gifts with others. As a graduate of this institution, I believe you were given more than just tools to be successful. I believe you were given tools to lead. One of the tools of leadership that this university has given you is understanding that as a leader, you need both knowledge and wisdom. Oftentimes, we think of wisdom as something you acquire only as you get older. But let me assure you, wisdom does not always come with age. Rather, I view wisdom as the process for the application of knowledge. For example, have you ever met a person who was absolutely brilliant, high IQ, and no common sense? Clearly, you can have knowledge. That doesn't mean you have wisdom. Let me further illustrate the distinction between knowledge and wisdom. Imagine with me that one day knowledge and wisdom went for a walk in the woods. Knowledge looks around and said, "Look at all the beautiful trees. Wisdom said, look at the beautiful forest. You see, knowledge saw the individual trees, the small picture, but wisdom saw the forest, the big picture. As they continued their walk, knowledge looked up at the sky and that was filled with clouds and said, well, given the overcast sky, the change in barometric pressure, and the increasing humidity, I think we can expect some precipitation. Wisdom looks up and says, yeah, it sure looks like it's going to rain. You see, knowledge helps you understand the complexities of life, but wisdom helps you appreciate the simplicities of life. Knowledge provides information, but wisdom gives inspiration. Knowledge speaks to what's in your mind, but wisdom speaks to what's in your heart. Knowledge proclaims that if I can see it, I can believe it. Wisdom proclaims that if I can conceive it, I can achieve it. I believe this university has taught you that in order to become an effective leader, you must possess both knowledge and wisdom. You have been taught that being an effective leader is not arriving at a destination, but rather it's about a continuous journey. This university has given you the wonderful gift of leadership, and I challenge you to share that gift and make a difference. Jim Collins, a leadership guru, once stated, "Good is the enemy of great." I challenge you, this class, go forth, don't become good leaders, become great leaders. See, these are very interesting and challenging times in our country and world. And for some, there is an uneasy comfort where we might be headed and perhaps more questions than answers about our future. We, as a country, as a world, cannot afford just to have good leaders. We need great leaders. Great leaders who know firsthand the importance of mercy, service, justice, and hospitality. Let me leave you with one of my favorite poems. The author is anonymous, and the date of publication is unknown. It is entitled, "A Wish for Leaders." I sincerely wish that you will have the experience of thinking up a new idea, planning it, following it to completion, and then having it be magnificently successful. I also hope that you go through the same process and have something completely bomb out. I wish you could know how it feels to run with all your heart and lose horribly. I wish you could achieve some great good for humankind, do a special favor for someone, but no one know about it but you. I hope you become frustrated and challenged enough to begin to push back the very barriers of your personal limitations. I hope you make a stupid, maybe even an unethical mistake and get caught red-handed and are big enough to say those magic words, "I was wrong." I hope you give so much of yourself that some days you wonder if it's worth it at all. I wish for you magnificent obsessions that will give you reasons for living, purpose, and power from within to do what must be done. I wish for you the worst kind of criticism for everything you do, because that makes you fight to achieve beyond what you normally would. I wish for you, the class of 2015, the gift of leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Franklin. You managed not only to be brief, but to provide an inspirational address that captured the spirit of a Misericordia education. The university recognized those students who've been inducted into honor societies. I'd like to bring to your attention the names of these students and the honor societies into which they've been inducted. They are listed in today's program. At this time in the ceremony, we will present the diplomas to the graduates, after which the degrees will be conferred. President Boatsman, the following candidates have completed the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. In Biology, Nicholas Hendry. Amy Elizabeth Cuck, cum laude. Colin Snyder. In Communications, Colleen A. Garrison, magna cum laude. Gabriela Assunta Langael. Taryn Talaka, summa cum laude. In English, Alyssa Zukoski, summa cum laude. In Government, Law, and National Security, Ryan Healy. Brian Jacobuski. Michael Murtha. Justin Nagel. In Philosophy, Nicodemo Mazzone, summa cum laude. Dr. Boatsman, the following candidates have completed the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science. In Biochemistry, Jesse Alexander Urich. In Biology, Melissa Teeple. Lydia Watkins, magna cum laude. In Chemistry, Megan Toda, magna cum laude. Dr. Boatsman, the following candidates have completed the requirements for the degree Master of Science. In Physician Assistant Studies, Jillian D. Anderson. Claire Marie Barkowski. Lindsay Lee Kahn. Allison Demany. Nina Mazzone. Caitlin Danelle Nowitzki. All right. Christina Tardif. Carly M. Yeager Hall. Dr. Boatsman, the following candidates have completed the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science in Accounting: Stephanie Ann DeWald, Taylor Lee Miller, Linda M. Murphy, magna cum laude, Kristen Marie Nardone, John Peter Olenek, summa cum laude. In Applied Behavioral Science, Jamie Flynn Hobbs, magna cum laude. Anna J. Garcia, Mallory Kane Liller, Wonid Louis Hippolyte, Sarah H. Schultz. In Business Administration, Stephanie Amrosky, magna cum laude. Amanda Marie Barletta, Christopher Borak, cum laude. Nicole R. Brassington, Oscar Brasino, Lee Ann Chamberlain, Christina Renee Chirico, magna cum laude. Peter K. Conforte, cum laude. Josh Quarter, cum laude. Karima Davis, cum laude. Brian Delaney, cum laude. Eric Dittmeyer, cum laude. Garrett Drumheller, cum laude. William T. Dunn, cum laude. Brian Erickson, summa cum laude. Rufus Zachary Hay IV, cum laude. Nicole Markey Henderson. Misty L. Keck, magna cum laude. Tara Kolativa, magna cum laude. Nicole Kriswicki. Sarah J. Lorowist, cum laude. Julia Marcheka, cum laude. Tim Martin. Todd Robert Mitchell, cum laude. Jose Molina, cum laude. Erica Marie Moore, summa cum laude. Scott Michael Moyer. Benjamin Muschlitz. Megan Faye Phillips, cum laude. Trevor Reed, magna cum laude. Lauren M. Reiner, cum laude. Lee Roberts, magna cum laude. Lindsay Teresa Stitzer, cum laude. Michael Terninko, cum laude. Sarah Wigg, cum laude. Kelsey Williams, cum laude. John M. Zack, cum laude. All right, in computer science, we have Frank Mazzarella. In early childhood education and special education, Janet Lee Castriano, magna cum laude. Charles Herbert Hampton, Jr. Erica Lynn McAfee Yenchik, summa cum laude. In healthcare management, Brianna Nicole Rogacki, magna cum laude. Kelsey Ann Frazier, magna cum laude. Michael Kesa. Kelly Keener. Danica Cootie, summa cum laude. Matthew C. McGuire, cum laude. Lauren Marie Malik, magna cum laude. Alexandria Miller, magna cum laude. Marissa Manelli. Catherine F. Paisley, cum laude. Samantha Jo Partington, cum laude. Brittany M. Rapecki, cum laude. Annie Grace Stewart, magna cum laude. Travis Tobin. Gabrielle Alexis Van Mater, summa cum laude. Adam Washikuski, cum laude. Jordan Weber, magna cum laude. In information technology, Amy Yurchison, magna cum laude. In middle level education, Monica Teresa Morgan, magna cum laude. In professional studies, Marion Bishop, summa cum laude. Tommy Marie Crago. Lisa Kintner, magna cum laude. Kevin James Matlin, cum laude. Taylor Nicole Robertson. Diana Gale N. Solis. Benjamin Austin Tuttle. In psychology, Ross Scott Baver, magna cum laude. Julie Rebecca Bogart. Maureen Chicosante, magna cum laude. Lila Comerford. Rachel Rose Cordasco, summa cum laude. Tori Lynn Jajak, cum laude. Brianna Marie Fisher. Rachel Nicole Guerin, magna cum laude. Shannon Sue Klimple. Peggy Lenhart, cum laude. Shannon Morgano, magna cum laude. Mariah Jane Osgood, summa cum laude. Carol Lynn Pulaski, magna cum laude. Nicole Rohde, magna cum laude. In sport management, Kevin Bagasevich, Joseph Busaka, Thomas Matthew Donato, Megan Gao, Richard Graber, summa cum laude, Jonathan Stack, William Stogadis, cum laude, James Gregory Westcott. President Boatsman, the following candidates have completed the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Social Work. Frederick E. Collier, cum laude. Brianna Pasterchik, magna cum laude. Dr. Boatsman, the following candidates have completed the requirements for the degree Master of Business Administration. Michael Chipuzzi, Richard S. Evanowski, Jacob Garner, Lisa Hill, Janet L. Hollick Rowe, Andrew John Jadick, Shavana James, Flora Jenkins, Joseph Gerald Kulikowski, David Charles Lance, Kathleen M. Lowe, Amanda Marie Perlock, Tracy L. Rittenhouse, Benjamin Thomas Sasser, Jennifer Naomi Solomon, Robert Sidkowski, Joseph Tagliarini, William Pater Thompson, Justine Ray Vedro, Christopher Michael Yasowitz. President Boatsman, the following candidates have completed the requirements for the degree Master of Science in Education. Kimberly Athanas, Nicole Mary Flaherty, Bethany Darren Francis, Stacy Moore Hinckley, Sarah Catherine Abigail Richard, Heather R. Shaw, Courtney Ann Simcoe, Kelly Ann Wallach. In Healthcare Informatics, Ashley A. Ricco, Desiree Spindler, Joseph Patrick Stepino. In Organizational Management, Keely Brazil, Patricia J. Burgess, Marianne Teresa Guarneri, Christine Marks, Michael Scherer, Delarice M. Shelley, Danielle M. Wagstaff. Dr. Boatsman, the following candidates have completed the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science in Diagnostic Medical Sonography. Nicole Petrula Just. In Medical Imaging, Horton A.H. Bruce, cum laude. Courtney Eberlin, magna cum laude. Kelly Lynn Johnson, cum laude. Nicole McClemens. President Boatsman, the following candidates have completed the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Lisa Ellen Brinkman. Christina DeMelier. Jessica Gable. Jessica L. Hess. Jillian Alyssa Hoffman. Amanda Lynn Hughes. Jill Christine Labinis. Erin Michelle Levy. Aubrey Mary Majorowski. Alicia Miklo. Tara Monko. Siobhan Carol O'Donnell. Nicole Williams. Jennifer Lynn Wyman. The following candidates have completed the requirements for the degree Master of Science in Speech-Language Pathology. Kathlena Patrice Besserman, magna cum laude. And the following candidates have completed the requirements for the degree Master of Science in Occupational Therapy. Maria Rose Baldino, Julia E. Cantwell, Jennifer Marianne Fucci Cray, Heidi Kemp, Ann Story Kump, Stephanie L. Lamel, Deidre Louise Limongelli, Ashley Marie Milkowitz, Jose L. Ortiz III, Jacqueline Sloan Palushek, Nicole E. Pellick, Brittany Pondelik, magna cum laude, Stephanie A. Pousset, Julie Lynn Reynolds, Bridget Michelle Rishway, Holly Schuster, Philip R. Torino, Christopher Michael Walters, Rose N. Wenzel. President Boatsman, the following candidates have completed the requirements for the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice. Christine S. Gallagher, Jens Hansen, Melissa Laporte, Carol Madura, Christina Marie Schuker, Carla F. Widener, Charlene Kozier Zablotny, President Boatsman, the following candidates have completed the requirements for the degree Doctor of Physical Therapy. Drew Abatangelo, Kyla Addig, Christopher James Barclay, Sydney Battle, Zachary Bogacek, Timothy John Bullis, Martin Joseph Castaldi Jr., Justin Chappell, Sean Siborowski, Lauren Clemson, Caitlin May Cromley, Gabrielle DiUlio, Katie Drayton, Eric Derwachter, Christopher D. Empett, Caitlin Fickinger, Jessica Marie Guido, Ryan Stephen Hassick, Andrew William Healy Jr., Samantha Helmstedt, Michael Joseph Henahan Jr., Kelly Henry, Nicolette L. Hensel, Sarah Catherine Hernandez, Tyler Hess, Elissa L. Jacob, Liam Brooke Kaiser, Michael J. Kaufman, Kimberly Kishel, Thomas Homer, Kaylin McCullion, Kara Ray Munley, Elizabeth A. Murdoch, Nicole Rose Najeka, Lauren Paulshock, Jameson Robert Perkins, Amanda Palaha, Kiana Maria Ramirez, Bethany Lynn Raudenbush, Thomas Rudensky, Rachel Richards, Olivia Richter, Alana Marie Rizzo, Laura Roney, James Joseph Schreffler IV, Hannah R. Seeley, Justin Shuleski, Alexandria Kayla Sindoni, Alicia M. Sparling, Donald Victor Squire Jr., Gabriella M. Trepper, Megan Turner, Sean Michael Vitale, Rebecca Lynn Ware, Caitlin Lynn Wisner. Will the candidates please rise? Dr. Boatsman, as Vice President of Academic Affairs of Misericordia University, I present to you the class of 2015 and recommend that you confer upon them the degrees for which they have successfully completed all requirements. Are you ready?
How about the families? Are you ready? All right, now I'm ready. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Misericordia University, I do hereby confer upon you the degree for which you completed all the requirements as determined by the faculty and the department in which you have qualified with all honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. Congratulations, class of 2015.
All right, graduates, to make it official, if you haven't already done so, switch your tassels from the right to the left. And now you may be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce the student speaker for the class of 2015. Taryn Talaka has earned a BA in Communications with a grade point average of 3.99. Taryn?
You know, I really didn't know if I was going to be able to speak when Joe Curran gave me an A- in Biblical Studies. but I made it, and I'm really excited. Oh, wow, there's a lot more people than I thought. How about that? Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for this opportunity. Before I begin, I have 3 ground rules. I will be brief, just as our guest speaker said, I'm also going to be brief. I also learned from Dr. Melissa Scroy that you should never speak behind a podium. So, is this on? Awesome. I'm not going to. I wanted to speak amongst you. And also, this speech isn't going to be about me. When I was trying to figure out what I was going to talk about, I sat down with my dad, my grandpa, and my sister, who are over, there they are, they're raising their hands. We went out to lunch, and we were talking, and my dad said, well, you know, you're a journalist. Why don't you speak to people? And I was like, wow, Taryn, why don't you do that? So I did. I didn't have the chance to meet with all of you, but I would have loved to. I met with about 10 people, and I really want to tell their stories. So first, Jamie Hobbs. She's amongst us today. She's actually sitting right behind me, and I didn't have the opportunity to meet her. We talked on the phone, but she was like, oh, are you Taryn? I'm like, yeah. So we met. Jamie impressed me so much when we were speaking. I had no idea that she actually had a brain surgery during her time here at Misericordia. She didn't know if she was going to live. She took a semester and a half off of school, but today she did walk amongst us. She did get her degree in applied behavioral science, so congratulations, Jamie. Amazing. Next, there's Colin Snyder, who was, again, sitting right by me, 3 seats down. So I asked Colin, I said, you know, what has changed, you know, from when you were a freshman to when when you're now graduating with your undergrad in biology? And he said, well, you know, I was quiet then and I'm quiet now, but when it comes to job shadowing, I'm really able to speak with my patients and I'm really able to relate to them. And I think that's an amazing, amazing thing to do. It's really important, especially when you're going into a field where you're dealing with patients, to learn that. I'm actually dating Shane Kalesa in the physical therapy department. So physical therapist, there you go. I'll get to you in a bit, don't worry. And so I know how important that is. You know, I've seen him go through that too, so congratulations, Colin. Truly amazing. Now, Megan Stack isn't here with us today. She's not walking, but she did get her undergraduate degree in psychology, and she will be continuing on to the physical therapy program. So she's done a lot of service. She's been to Jamaica, Italy, Ireland, you name it, and she's pretty much been there. This girl is all about service, and it's truly amazing to be able to speak with her, to be able to learn from her. I had a great time talking with her. And next is Sean Vitale, speaking of physical therapy. Now, if you don't know Sean, I don't know where you've been, because he's literally been doing everything on campus. I think I knew him before I went to school here. So Sean Vitale, like I said, is in the PT program. He graduated with his doctorate today. So the thing about Sean is that he told me he doesn't want the power of being a role model to get to his head. He said that's extremely important to him, to be able to really relate to people, to keep doing service like his one professor, Mo, does. Mo, I don't know exactly where you are, but he pointed you out in particular. So, she's back there. Oh, there we go, there we go. There she is, there she is. So he pointed to Mo in particular. He said that's really important. But Sean, I know that you don't want the power to go to your head, but did you know that you're the reason Amy Cuck wanted to go into physical therapy? She's actually graduating with her undergraduate degree in biology today, so I thought that was pretty amazing. So on to Amy. Amy is all about service, let me tell you. Actually, when we were sitting down, she had a shirt on that said "we," the letter R, more than the word. And this was a service project that was done through the Mercy Leadership Program we have on campus. It was to show that, we shouldn't be using the word retarded when we're referring to people, when we're saying stupid or dumb, we shouldn't use that word. It's just not good to use. And she did a whole service program about this. It's so important. Service is basically Amy's middle name, I would say. She's truly incredible. Now, Leanne Chamberlain. Leanne is an adult learner. She's getting her business administration degree today. And the thing about her is that her family really inspired her to go to school. She wanted to go back, and her family were the ones who really helped her do that. Now, the thing with her is that her brother did pass away not too long ago, and she helped in his name to make a scholarship program at his high school to give 2 students a $500 scholarship who are heavily involved in community service. She's extremely selfless, and it was really important to me to point out that accomplishment of hers. Leanne, I don't know exactly where you are here in the audience. There she is, right in front of me, but congratulations. Truly, truly amazing. Sorry, I think my phone's over here. Dan Kimbrough and I are in the middle of a trivia crack game, and I think he's beating me, but we'll get back to that later. So Lydia Watkins is my next person. Lydia is graduating with her undergrad in biology, and she wants to go to vet school. And the cool thing was, when I was sitting down talking with her, I said, "Oh, you want to go to vet school? Do you have any pets?" And she said, "Taryn, oh my God, yeah, I have 2 dogs, 1 cat, 2 rabbits, 2 chickens. And you know what? There was this one time that my sister and I found this baby calf, and we nursed it back to health. Wow, talk about an animal lover. This girl is going places, and she actually just told me she has interviews at 7 of the 11 vet schools she applied to. Amazing." Brianna Bogacki is also someone who is extremely passionate about what she does. Brianna sat down with me. She actually got her undergrad in healthcare management, She's going on to OT school. She loves art. She spent 10 minutes taking out her phone and zooming into these little pictures on the screen saying, "Oh, I don't know if you can see that detail there, but this is one of the drawings I did, and oh, you should look at this one and this one and this one." She's amazing. She does this artwork, and it's beautiful, and it's breathtaking. And she said that that's what she's going to use when she continues on to OT school, to take her passion of art and make it into something else. So I think that's really cool. Now we're getting to the end here. I also talked to Shannon Klempel. Now she's heading into the workforce after today. She got her undergrad degree in psychology. The cool thing about her is that the competitive cheerleaders she coaches were actually the ones who was the reason she wanted to go in psychology, She actually wanted to, learn about them and learn about why they act the way they do. It's really interesting. She's going to start as a behavioral health specialist at a school in January, so she'll be starting quite soon. She has a full-time job upon graduation. Now, I also talked to 3 medical imaging students. They had 5 minutes to talk to me. I'm not kidding. They were in the middle of, I don't know if it was a clinical or a test or whatever they were doing, but they ran in and talked to me and ran right out. They were so busy. Their names are Nicole McClemens, Kelly Johnson, and Courtney Eberlin. Now, they have done clinicals. They've done a bone academy to teach preschoolers, different bones in the body and the anatomy. They've done really cool stuff. And they all have different jobs they want to do, different places they want to go. My sister actually goes to the University of Pittsburgh, and one of them wants to go to UPMC, which I thought was pretty cool. So shout out to you, Liz. So also, there's Brian Erickson. He was the last person I talked to. Now, he is an adult learner as well. And when he started school here at Misericordia, he learned that he and his fiance had a baby girl on the way. Well, her name is Reagan. She's now 2.5 years old, and she is sitting here in the audience. I know he told me she would be here. He wanted to say that he credits his fiance for letting him get his 3.9 GPA while raising their daughter. Now, guys, the reason that I really wanted to point out all these different people and all these different stories is because I know people are going to look at us as the class of 2015. They're going to see us as a group. And while I think that's something that has to happen, I also think that we need to look at each other as individuals. I think we live in a society where we see the white people, the Democrats, the Republicans, the black people, the Syrian refugees. We see people as groups, not as individuals. And that's really important to me. This semester, I had the opportunities to sit down with a transgender woman. I sat down with a homeless woman. I sat down with so many different people. And it made me realize that it's so important to hear people's individual accomplishments and their stories. So that's why I brought up all these different stories to you today, in the hopes that I can leave you with the thought that if you spend 10, 15, 20 minutes to the person next to you or the person behind you, just learning about who they are and what they've done, I think it'll be a really awesome experience, and I think you'll learn a lot about who we are, not as a class, but as individuals. You'll learn all about us. So to leave you, I know people were telling me that this speech couldn't not be about me in some way, so I decided to include myself just at the end. But I did want to say, for the first time I'm announcing it, my grandparents have no idea, a lot of my friends have no idea, but I have accepted a full-time job at Fox 43 in York, Pennsylvania. I'll be a full-time news producer, and I'm starting in January. Awesome, now I don't have to keep that a secret anymore because my mom was having a problem with it. So guys, in conclusion, thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Boatsman, the Board of Trustees. Thank you to our wonderful guest speaker. You were brilliant. And also thank you to the faculty, staff, the rest of the students here, family, friends, and most importantly, our graduates. Thank you.
At this time, Mr. Tom Sweets, class of '01, instructor of business and member of the Alumni Board, will preside over the induction of the new graduates into the Misericordia University Alumni Association.
President Boatsman, members of the Board of Trustees, members of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, faculty, staff, graduates of Misericordia, families, friends, and honored guests. It is my distinct honor and privilege today to welcome the winter class of 2015 into membership in the Alumni Association. On behalf of over 16,000 graduates of Misericordia University, I extend congratulations and best wishes to you, the new graduates, for having achieved your goals at Misericordia. Members of the class of 2015, I commend you for the outstanding contributions you have made to Misericordia, demonstrated these past years by your service, personal commitments, and academic achievements. I ask that you become involved in the activities of your association, and I urge you to continue to promote the same spirit and dedication you have shown during your undergraduate and graduate years. I ask now all members of the class of 2015 to please stand. In accordance with the bylaws of the Misericordia University Alumni Association and by the authority vested in me by the association, I hereby declare the graduates of the class of 2015 to be life members of the Misericordia Alumni Association, and I beseech you to be and to remain loyal supporters of this university, which sends you forth this 20th day of December to better serve yourselves, your professions, your community, your country, and your God. You may now call yourselves proudly alumni of Misericordia University. Congratulations and welcome.
Before we begin the alma mater, we ask that you remain in your seats until the stage party and academic procession reaches the back of the auditorium. Graduates and their guests are cordially invited to the reception in the Bank Student Life Center lobby. Please rise for the singing of the alma mater printed on the last page of your program. To conclude our ceremony, Dr. Carol Ann Rittner, RSM, Sister of Mercy, and a member of the Board of Trustees, will offer the benediction.
What is a blessing? A blessing is God's warm embrace of us. A blessing is like someone hugging us to protect, heal, and strengthen us. The beauty of a blessing is the belief that it can affect what unfolds. Today, God, I ask your blessing of mercy on all of us, especially our graduates. May the hearts and minds of our graduates come alive today and every day for the rest of their lives to the invisible geography of new frontiers. May they risk being disturbed and changed, made sensitive to the needs of others in our hurting world. May they have the courage to join their efforts to the efforts of all people of goodwill who work to make the world more humane for all of us. Merciful God, sustain their lives, sustain our lives in the wholeness of compassionate purpose, so we may all live lives of service, justice, hospitality, and mercy in all the times and places we are present, today and forever. Amen.